All right, we are back. I'm Deb Lamana, and this is Out of the Attic, live from Delaware. And tonight it is the Inspirational Gospel Hour with Cintale of Cintale Gospel Music. And Cintale is on the line with me right now. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine we're here this week, Christmas, 3 days away? I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's crazy because I just finished all of my Christmas shopping like a day ago or two.
That's okay. I still, as of yesterday, I bought, not that I really needed it, but I did buy a few more things yesterday. I was like, oh,
Oh,
look, I need that. Not really, but it look. Oh my God. Yeah. And then before you know it, it'll be New Year's in 2025. Crazy.
yes, 2025 is just right around the corner.
It is. It is. I'm looking forward to all the adventures and all the good things that'll be happening next year. How about you?
Oh, definitely. I'm always looking forward to a fresh start
Right?
and just to challenge myself for something new, pretty much.
Exactly. Yep, I like to do the same thing too. So we'll have to discuss our adventures for next year.
Of course, of course.
All right. So tonight, what are we talking about tonight?
We're talking about Christmas.
Yes, we are. Centel can sing and I can't.
So, I wanted to talk about the Christmas season and what it means because a lot of people don't know that Christmas, what we have today, wasn't traditionally what Christmas was.
Right.
Um, Christmas used to be a pagan holiday where they worshiped, you know, false gods and things of that sort, and they did all different types of traditions, which where we get the hollies and stuff like that from. But then, as the years went on and Christianity came into play, they kind of took that over
Right.
and changed it to the birth of Christ and the nativity story of Jesus, Joseph, and Mary, and the little town of Bethlehem and things of that sort. And so it really just, I guess, it just changed the whole meaning of Christmas.
Right.
Um, and so it also, I learned in church from my pastor
He's so
that
great.
the candy cane, I did not know the story behind the candy cane. I mean, I just was a child. I just
Wait.
always used to snatch them off the Christmas tree all the
Right.
time and try to
Exactly.
make sure that my mother didn't count them.
Oh my gosh.
But we found out that the candy cane, the red and white, represents the blood of Christ, and then the white represented his purity. And the way that the candy cane is shaped was the shape of the representation of a shepherd.
Yeah. Yep.
And I was like, what? I did
Yeah.
not even know that.
I had forgotten about that, and when I was reading the notes for tonight, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I forgot all about that."
Yeah, it's a beautiful meaning, and
Mm-hmm.
it makes you really look at stuff a little different when you find out stories behind the things that you love and the things that we do. Um, it's so many different, I want to say, point of views
Yes.
on different stuff that we celebrate and things that we enjoy and the things that we admire and the things that we love. There's always some sort of other meaning or some sort of deeper connection to those things in those
Exactly.
seasons that we celebrate. And so, and like I said, the shepherd representation, it means, we all look at Jesus as a good shepherd, like he watches over us
That's right.
and, he protects us and he leads us and guides us. And we just really take that into consideration that he's the good shepherd. And it's just really, this Christmas season, I know we all get kind of like in the mood of saying, oh my God, I got to get gift. I got to get this gift. I got to get this gift.
Exactly. Exactly.
And we need to stop and really think that gifts are good, but the real true meaning of Christmas is the birth of Christ and having a savior come into the world to help us,
Yes.
to save us from ourselves, because everyone needs a savior. And,
Mm.
and that's for the believers and the non-believers.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone needs a savior. Um, you need something to have faith in. You need something to believe in.
You do.
And I don't know how you can live your life without having some sort of belief in something, and there are people out here who don't have beliefs
Yes. Yep.
in nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't imagine my life without having faith and, putting my trust in someone who's better,
Right.
bigger, stronger than myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
And
Absolutely.
that seeks that's perfection.
Yeah.
So definitely when you go into the nativity story about Jesus and his birth, um, we think about the little town of Bethlehem and how Mary was pregnant with the Son of God, of course,
Right.
and they were going through the town and they were trying to find somewhere to rest their head for the night.
Mm-hmm.
And besides that, she was going into labor.
Right. True.
And
Mm-mm-mm.
so, can you imagine having
No.
a pregnant woman on the road?
No.
And they didn't even have cars; they were riding on
On the
donkeys. And
donkey. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah. No.
and contractions every certain amount of
No.
minutes, and she's like, "This baby is about to pop out sooner or later." I know she probably was like, "Joseph, find us somewhere that we can go." Like,
Now.
so it's just I think of those things, and you think of those things, and you can find the comedy in that stuff too, as well as
The
the severity of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know how much Mary was laughing at the time, but maybe later on.
I don't. You would never know, and those are the
It's
things I kind of think about.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
What was
it's
the
true.
conversation like? What would it have been like?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it would definitely. I would have to say that it definitely would be different at that time, that the time that we were speaking of, versus now. I'm sure that Mary had so many mixed, emotions at that time, as we all do going through labor. But I don't know if I see Mary as just that gentle woman and very demure. And I'm sure she had her moments, but I don't know. Coming fast forward to now, I think the conversation might be a little bit different. That just
Oh
saying.
yeah, definitely, definitely,
you know, but
definitely. Mm.
yeah, it's that's about the Christmas, and that's what I was saying earlier in the beginning of the show when I was talking about shopping and everything. It's not about the shopping. It's not about the gifts. It is about family. It is about being together. I know not everybody has family. I know everybody doesn't have somebody to celebrate with at the holiday time, and that's why again I said in the beginning about reaching out, because it is such a special time. And yes, there are
Right,
different meanings to different folks at this holiday season. So
right.
but it's it's just that feeling you get from this time of year, and hopefully, talking about it with you tonight, that people will take that away with them.
Right. I hope they do.
Yeah.
I never want to force anything on anyone else. I just want to share the love that I have in me with everybody else. That's
You
all.
do, you do. No, and I said that earlier too. I said you are such an inspiration to so many, on so many different levels, and you are such a spiritual man, and you do share that, but you share it in a way that it's always. I always enjoy speaking with you, and I always enjoy speaking spiritually with you as well. And I find it, it's you aren't, like you said, you don't force it. It's like if we bring it up, we bring it up. If you don't, you don't.
Right.
But this time of year, it is special. It is a special time of year, and the birth of our Savior is at the top of the list.
Yes. And so with the nativity story, I had a scripture in the King James Version, Isaiah 9:6. And it says, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace."
Mm-hmm.
And, when I think about God, I think about him as being a father,
Right.
first and foremost. Well,
Right.
of course, I know he's God, but I also see him as my father.
Mm-hmm.
And I do see him as a Prince of Peace, because what is God if there's no peace?
Right.
And I see him as being mighty because he can do all things. all the things I can't do, he can
He
do.
can do it.
And I think of him as being wonderful and being a counselor, a person that, I can cry on his shoulder. I can tell all of my deepest fears and secrets and things and stuff that the mask that we wear for everyone else. Sometimes we wear that mask and we have stuff that's hidden behind
We do.
that we, hurt and trauma and sadness and bitterness and all those different things that we've talked about
Absolutely.
throughout these different sessions
Mm-hmm.
that we can't talk to anyone with, but we can bring those things to God.
Right. Yeah,
And
I like how you put that with having that mask. And so many of us do that. We don't want to burden other people with our problems or our what we might be going through. We feel like we don't want to do that to somebody else. So
right.
if you have somebody that you spiritually speak to, or you do speak with God through Jesus, whatever way that you do it, it's a good thing.
Absolutely. So I wanted to go into the first song dealing with the nativity story, and it's from my sister, JLD.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Her song called Christmas Lullaby. Everyone, please check out all of this great music that has come out, all these different Christmas songs, these different Christmas singles, these Christmas EPs. Mine's too.
Yes. Oh yeah. We'll be talking about yours shortly.
And oh my goodness, I've listened to so much, and I mean, I'm literally like, I gotta catch up because
Yeah.
there's so much music
There
coming
is
out.
so much. Oh my God. And all. Yeah. Great music. Yep.
But definitely check out Christmas Lullaby, and this is pretty much. I'm going to tell it because Jessica's not on here to tell it.
Okay.
Christmas Lullaby is about Mary holding the baby Jesus, and she's singing him a lullaby, telling him, "I know that you're the Savior, and I know that you will save the world. But tonight, you're my baby boy, and I sing you this Christmas lullaby." Like, it's so beautiful.
Wow.
So please listen to the words.
Okay. And we'll be back. are back. I'm Deb Lamata. This is Out of the Attic Live from Delaware. It is the Inspirational Gospel Hour with Cintale of Cintale Gospel Music, and we're back. And that was a beautiful song. Oh my gosh,
Jessica. I mean, when I first heard it, like I put my headphones in, so a lot of times when I'm listening to, especially if it's a song that has really deep meaning, I try to listen to it personally and put it in my headphones in my ear,
right?
So I can
Yeah,
don't have no
right?
distractions.
Exactly.
And I'll listen to it, and I'm just swaying with my eyes closed, like, oh my goodness, it's so soothing.
Oh my God, it is. That's beautiful, and I love her voice. I love her.
Me
She's
too.
great.
I've told her multiple times.
Yep.
I love your voice.
Absolutely. Wow.
So, jumping back into this Christmas thing.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
our next part we're getting into is gifts and presents and what they symbolize.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, nowadays it's commercialized, and we think that gifts and presents we have to stock up our Christmas trees with all these different things, and some of it we don't need. We just want it because it was on sale.
Right. Exactly. Got to get those
Hey,
sales.
I've been victim of that.
I'm with you on that one.
I done bought stuff. I'm like, I already got a TV, but they had a 50-something inch television for like 200 something. I'm going to get that. And then you end up with 6 or 7 TVs in your house and don't even have no rooms for them. So,
yeah. Oh my God.
So the gifts, so now we're going back to the nativity story. The three wise men, three wise men who saw the star in the sky, and then the angel came to them and told them that, there was a child being born in Bethlehem. His name is, he's the king. And they traveled, and when they got to the manger where Jesus was laying, they gave gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And so the gifts that we give now, the representation is not because of because if you think about it, what is a baby going to do with gold, frankincense, and myrrh?
Right?
What was the baby Jesus going to do with that stuff? It was the gifts was for his parents to help take care of him.
Right. Right.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
If you think about it, if you really think about it, that was for the parents, so that it was help to take care of him, because they didn't have nothing.
Nothing.
They didn't have anything.
No.
So, so when we give, we want to give out of kindness in our hearts.
Yes.
And, and then it goes right into my second point about charity and goodwill. And I know everyone has heard, peace and charity and goodwill towards men. You've heard that line before.
Right, yes.
And, giving from the heart and giving to the needy or the less fortunate, is all a part of being a good Samaritan. And I'm not saying that, a lot of people, some people don't like people to give them charity.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
There's different ways that you can go about helping people. It's not always about what I want to say, material things. It's not always about material things.
Right.
Giving could be of your time. It could be of just being there, or your love, or a good word of encouragement. Any amount of different things can be a gift that could help someone in some sort of way. Like, when I'm going to use myself an example, going through this whole situation with my mother having breast cancer, and personally, I know I wasn't alone, but I felt alone.
Right.
And getting encouragement from all of my indie artist friends, and even you, Deb, just really gave me more strength to be able to say, I can do it.
Absolutely.
I can do it. It's hard, but I can do it. I can get through. And, not even to mention that, prayer, of course, I had prayer, of course.
Right.
I'm going to pray. I'm going to pray.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I posted on Facebook today, and I shared a picture of my mother and I around the Christmas tree, and I told everyone, thank you for all of the love, the support that you guys have shown. I mean, I'm so overwhelmed with love and happiness because these are people who only know me from being online
Right.
and only know me from seeing videos of me
Mm-hmm.
and maybe texting me, online through us commenting through each other's posts and things of that sort. But they have not been in my home and personally have walked with me and talked with me personally face to face. And they showed so much kindness and even sometimes more than my family.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful. And that's a shine. That's a really good example and a sign of being a good Samaritan and showing goodwill towards someone who was in need because I was in need at that
Yeah.
time.
Absolutely.
And I was in need emotionally. I was in need financially.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I was in need spiritually
Mm-hmm.
because I was dealing with so much. I was dealing with so much. And everyone knows when you got a sick parent, and my mother is all I got left. That's my only parent that I have left.
Right.
And when you think about that, of course, the first thing that pops in your mind is she getting ready to die? Is she getting ready to leave me?
Mm.
So you know that death is inevitable,
Right.
but you try to prepare yourself, and even when you do try to prepare yourself for it,
You're
you
not
still not
prepared. No.
exactly.
No.
So it just I'm lost for words right now,
Yeah.
but I'm just
Well, let me turn this around for you because, Cintale, you are always the one who, and I'm going to use myself for this as well. You always reach out to me. You check in with me as I check in with you. You always ask, how my parents are. You're always asking, how things are. What, how's the week? How's the day? You reach out to so many different people. You reach so many people with your music. You always are the first person to make sure that somebody else is taken care of. You're always there to, again, to reach out to those that, maybe need somebody to talk to. And we've talked about that as well. I mentioned that in the beginning. This is not always a great time for everybody, that the holiday time, be it whatever holiday you celebrate this time of year. You don't escape depression, anxiety this time of year for many people. And so as you have done, we give back to you. So being a good Samaritan, it goes full circle and it comes back to you, and that's where your faith comes in, and that what strikes me so deeply is that you are such a you are that good Samaritan, and you are that one that people look like I said, I have come to you to talk about things, and we've shared all kinds of things that have happened in our lives the last couple of months.
yes,
Right. So yeah, it's very important to be, to look at it as you just described as a good Samaritan. Not everybody, like you said, not everybody needs the gifts, but they need a shoulder. They need somebody to talk to or spend an hour or two at the holiday times. It makes a difference.
right,
Right. So
yes, thank you.
welcome.
So yeah, so now I'm ready to go into the second song by Charles. His theory.
History. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
the Impossible Savior. Guys, if you have not heard his Winter
Oh my gosh.
album, I
Whew.
mean, it's such a. I told him it's such a dreamscape because if you literally listen to that
That's it.
in your ears, all you can just imagine yourself in like different places
Yep.
with the sounds of the music, and then he makes all these elaborate
It
videos that you can
does.
watch. Yeah, he's a goofball. He's a goofball, and I love it.
But
and
he put so much time and emotion into his projects, and now, along with the videos, it's just unbelievable.
yes, it's oh my goodness. And if y'all have not checked his channel out on YouTube, please go and check out his videos. He's still posting about it. I just saw it not too long ago before
Yeah.
we came on
Yeah.
that he's posting about it. So please go and support him and check his videos out and watch it to the whole end.
Yes. Apps. Yes. Please. You have to do that to the end. Absolutely. And that's History. History. This is the Impossible Savior. And we'll be back. All right, we're back. Yeah, I gotta sit here and I have to count down. It's like, wait, we're gonna go live. Don't say anything bad. No. And we're back. This is the Inspirational Gospel Hour with Cintale of Cintale Gospel Music. All right, so we were talking about charity and goodwill. Where are we going from there?
We just had the two songs, The Impossible Savior, Charles' Hysteria. Of course, like I said, it's such a dreamscape to listen to. And then we had Senzna with Haptic Yuletide. And that, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That little EP, if y'all listen to those 3 tracks, it's only 3 tracks, it's not really long. It's you will love it. And I was just telling her that when I was playing his EP, my mother was in the kitchen cleaning off the counters and she was doing the salsa.
I like it.
While she was cleaning up. I'm looking at her like, what? She said, oh, yeah, I like that. That got a little nice flow. I said, it does, right?
I like that.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's just those moments. Those moments are so special. So now we're going into joy and peace is part of the holiday season.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of people ask, why does this season bring peace? And, you know, because throughout the year, people are giving you the business a lot of times. And then when it starts getting to Thanksgiving and then it breaks towards the Christmas season, everyone calms down a lot.
Right.
And people are a little bit more cheerful and more jolly and things of that sort. And, you know, everyone say, oh, it's the Christmas of spirit. Yes, it's the Christmas of spirit, but what does Christmas represent? Christ. Because it has Christ.
Right.
In the beginning of Christmas is Christ.
That's right. Right. Absolutely.
And so, you know, that's why I'm bringing back the blue line, peace towards all men.
Yes.
And, you know, and peace and goodwill towards men. Who wouldn't want to live in a world where it's peaceful?
Right.
Who wouldn't want to experience peace?
Peace.
You know,
that's right.
I know we got hectic schedules and we a lot of us about hustle and bustle.
Absolutely.
And I'm a person that hustles and bustles.
Yes, you do. Oh my God, do you hustle?
You know, and sometimes sometimes you got people who are workaholics, then you got people who sacrifice and work.
Right.
And then you got people who just need that, and so they have to work, you know, in order to keep themselves busy. So, you know, that peace, the peace of the season is just, it's so common because, like I said, that's why when it comes to Christmas time, people say, oh, I wish this feeling could last all year long. You hear that in a lot of Christmas songs, you know, about the spirit of Christmas and the feeling and the love and the charity and all the goodness of Christmas. People wish that same feeling that people feel that one time of year will last throughout the whole entire year, because it's a wonderful time. And I know everyone has heard the song, it's the most wonderful time, you know.
That's right.
You can't get past that because that's that is just one of the Christmas songs that you can't get past on the radio. It pops up every year, and it
That's
pops
it.
up continuously.
Yeah, and you're right. We do want that peace, but it seems that we just kind of let ourselves have it at this time of the year. You got to remember that you have to spread it throughout the year.
Right. And
Mm,
and I wish people would be more kind and more giving, but I know there's things that, even with good people and peaceful people, there are triggers.
of course.
There are triggers, and I'm not going to exclude myself because I get triggered on the highway just about every day when I have to drive it.
Oh
From
my
just
God.
people who can't seem to drive, or people who want to run you off the road just to make a way for
Oh
themselves.
my God, you're right. I absolutely, and I'm glad I'm not a road rage person because I've literally 3 times in the past couple of weeks I've had crazy drivers almost like run me off the road. Oh my
Mm,
gosh, yeah, but
yeah,
yeah, that's what we need, more peace throughout the year, just not the build up at this time of year, and we need to figure out a way in our hearts to keep it there. So and I agree. We're such a busy society. We are always on the go. We always have more than one project going on. I know all the indie artists have more than one project on their plate. I know that all the working people that work probably
right.
more hours than they should, and families and what have you, and me included, like you've said, we all forget to stop.
Hmm.
Stop.
Yeah,
Stop. Listen to some good music. Stop and share some good music. Just stop. And I think our society we've gotten to that point where we don't know how to stop. And I even to this day, and I still can't seem to say that word retired. But I'm forever. I'm going every day still. It's like this retirement's not so
and
bad,
it's
but
good. It's good. And when you've worked, you work so hard throughout. Let's say if you started in your teens and you
yeah,
get to a good age and you've been working, you deserve
a good
to
age. I like
say that
that.
this is it. This is it. I want some time to myself in my years until it's time for me to close my eyes for good. I want to be able to enjoy
Yeah,
now because
yeah.
I done worked and worked and worked and I was busting my tail. Now it's time for me to.
But the other side of that is, and I can say this firsthand, that you have to stop even when you're younger, because if you don't stop and give yourself or take that time for self care, you are going to regret it later on. I mean, I've had, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, but I've had a great life. I have great children. I have great, my grandchildren are great, but do I wish that I had stopped a couple extra times along the way just for myself? Absolutely. And I know that people have a hard time doing that, but I'm telling you firsthand, do it now. Because you're going to get to a point. I mean, I'm fortunate at the stage that I'm at that I can enjoy my retirement. But there are people that get to their retirement and they can't enjoy it for whatever the reason may be. So just stop. Find that peace. Find the joy. Find the peace and keep it in your heart and keep it, someplace that you just feel it all the time.
Right.
To my 2 cents.
Yes. And just take that, like you said, take that time and even even now, um with your work schedule and things of that sort, when you find a moment to yourself, if you have to, shut everything off and get you some peace of mind.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Shut it down. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt the world if they don't hear from you for a couple of hours.
Exactly.
For you to have some time to yourself, some time to enjoy your family, some time to even just sit on your couch,
Yep.
crack a soda open, a bowl of popcorn, and watch a movie.
Ooh, I like that.
So that's one of my things. Like,
Yeah.
when I really wind down,
Yep.
I come and I'll put my phone on mute
That's it.
and I will go in the living room
Yep.
Get my throw blanket.
Mm-hmm. Watch the one of many TVs.
Right. Turn the TV on, put on a movie, something that's going to make me laugh.
Yep.
Because I'm a comedy person. I love stupid comedy.
There you go.
A lot of times I'm going to be like, oh my God, why are you watching this? I'm like, because it's hilarious.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
I got to take this time of year and just, do it throughout the year as well. Because it is a beautiful time of year.
Yes. So joy and peace, everyone. And so that's going to take us right into the next song from Miss Deidre Patrick. Christmas is Calling You, which, oh my goodness, when I first heard the snippet, I was like, yeah, I need to hear the whole song.
Yeah, right. This is another great one.
Finally, when she came out with it, I don't know, it had to be, what time? Probably about 1:30, 2 o'clock. I woke up in the middle of the night and was like, did this song come out yet? And I was on YouTube, and I was the first person actually listening to the song.
Oh my gosh. Oh my, yeah, it's a beautiful song, and she is so lovely.
Yes,
I got to see her, listen to her on Vox and Sticks, and she really is. She's really a nice lady.
She has a powerful voice too.
Oh my God, right? Unbelievable. Yes. Absolutely. All right, Christmas is Calling You, Deidre Patrick, and we'll be back.
We all miss the days when Grandma was here around the Christmas tree every year. So much love was in the air. But where do we go when life takes us away? We remember every day the feeling that Christmas brings. Do
It's gonna be a late Christmas, a late Christmas. It's gonna be a late Christmas, a late Christmas. It's gonna be a late Christmas, a late Christmas. Just wait and see, we'll light up the Christmas tree. A late Christmas, a late Christmas. It's gonna be a late Christmas, a late Christmas. It's gonna be a late Christmas, a late Christmas. Just wait and see, we'll light up the Christmas tree. You got the list? All hands on deck, make sure the list is double checked. Got my family, check. The tree, check. Decorations, check. Martin Powder recliners, check. Cookies, check. Candy cane, check. We know the gifts ain't wrapped yet, check. All the brats, check. And the festivities ain't even started yet. So you know, it's about to be lit. A late Christmas, a late Christmas. It's gonna be a late Christmas, a late Christmas. It's gonna be a late Christmas, a late Christmas. Just wait and see, we'll light up the Christmas tree. A late Christmas, a late Christmas. It's gonna be a late Christmas, a late Christmas. It's gonna be a late Christmas, a late Christmas. Just wait and see, we'll light up the Christmas tree. That gingerbread house ain't gonna be quiet like a mouse. Family is gathered around the TV watching movies like Rudolph, Frosty, and Charlie Brown Christmas. I don't go in my mug, sitting here and on the rug, getting closer to the Christmas tree. You know what that means. We're about to open up the gifts. Yeah. It's gonna be a lit. It's gonna be a lit. The Christmas tree is lit. It's gonna be a late Christmas, a late Christmas. It's gonna be a late Christmas, a late Christmas. It's gonna be a late Christmas, a late Christmas. Just wait and see, we'll light up the Christmas tree. A late Christmas, a late Christmas. It's gonna be a late Christmas, a late Christmas. It's gonna be a late Christmas, a late Christmas. Just wait and see, we'll light up the Christmas tree. It's gonna be a lit. The Christmas tree is lit.
And we are back. It is the Inspirational Gospel Hour with Cintale of Cintale Gospel Music. And tell us about that song, Cintale.
All right. So the second song after Miss Deidre Patrick,
Yes.
Christmas is Calling You, was my single, Lit Xmas, but it's Lit Christmas, of course.
Yeah.
And Lit Christmas, if you want to know the meaning, when I thought about it, I thought about the lights that you see every year. You see the lights on people's houses, you see them on their lawns, you see them on their cars, you see them on the Christmas tree.
Right.
So I'm just thinking, I was like, everything is lit up. So it's a lit Christmas. And so when the song came in, I was like, it's going to be a lit? The Christmas tree is lit?
Yeah.
So, and that's why I came up with a lit Christmas, a lit Christmas gonna be.
Oh my gosh, I love that song. And when you first were putting out your promos for it, it was like, I wonder what this one's going to be like. But you didn't disappoint.
I know, I had to keep on the wraps that it was going to be an EP behind it.
Yes, you did.
I just, because everybody was, I was getting questioned in church. Everywhere I was going, everybody was like, are you doing any Christmas music this year? I was like, I don't know, maybe.
Hang in there, maybe. Keep listening.
I had to keep it under wraps because everyone was trying to figure me out. And I was just like, I can't let them know anything.
Yeah, and then your EP just released too today, this morning.
Yes.
Yeah,
Lit,
midnight.
Lit Christmas. Yay!
Yeah. I was listening to that EP beat just before the show. It's a beautiful project. Oh my gosh, people, you got to go find it, listen to it, buy it, stream it. A lot.
6 songs. 6 songs. We got the first song is no regular Christmas song. And then you got Christmas rides, which has like the Christmas bells, ding dong, you know. Then
Yep.
you got old school Christmas, which is about my grandmother, so it's near and dear to my heart.
Yes.
Old school Christmas is about my childhood. When I was growing up, we all went to my grandparents' house
Right.
For
Yeah.
Christmas Eve or Christmas Day,
Yep.
Christmas night dinner,
Yeah.
and it'd be so many of us, we would have to grab two tables or even three and push them together. And my grandma would have several different tablecloths on there, and we connect and put all the food all the way down it
Yep.
and pass the peas,
Yeah.
pass the potatoes,
Oh, yeah.
everything around, like, you know. And we said grace, and that was Christmas. And
Absolutely.
Lit Christmas, the one that you just heard, as you can hear in the second verse, where it says, hot cocoa in my mug, sitting here and on a rug, getting closer to the Christmas tree. You know what that means.
Wow.
So when I was a kid, yeah, we had hot chocolate and things like that, so eggnog, and the kids, when it came to the living room, you didn't sit on the couch.
Oh, no.
You couldn't sit on the couch. You either sat on the ottoman or you sat on the floor.
That's right.
And we sat on the floor, and the closer we would move, we would scooch to the tree when we knew it was closer to time to get to the gifts.
Right? Oh, my gosh.
So that's why I said we're about to open up them gifts. Yeah. And
oh, my gosh.
and then I have my song Feliz Navidad. Of course, everyone, is not the traditional Feliz
No,
Navidad.
it's
It's a
not.
completely different version, my own version of
It
it. It's just
is.
got the title, that's all.
Yep. Oh,
And
my.
then the last song, Baby in the Manger, of course, you know what that's about.
Yes.
About Christ being born in a manger.
And that's what this Christmas is all about.
Yes.
Right?
And that's what's going into the last thing of the night is the true meaning of Christmas. Is the birth of Christ. And so the world will one day have a savior that will save us from ourselves and ultimately from hell. You know,
Right.
I know there's some people who do not believe in places of torment or destruction, but there is a place, I believe, there is a place that's meant for bad things that happen to people who did not come to God and follow God. So that's my belief. I do not push that on anyone.
Right.
But that's personally what I believe. I believe there is a heaven and there is a hell.
Mm-hmm.
And just because you're good doesn't mean you go to heaven.
That's true.
Yes. But ultimately, that's why Christ was born, to give us, you know, he's the mediator in between life and death. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he's the one who can forgive us of our sins, and he's the one that can bring us closer. You know how people say, "Oh, I saw a bright light." You want to be close to that bright light, believe me.
Right. Exactly. Absolutely.
because you know that bright light. I know a lot of people say they see you know, they've seen bright lights and stuff. Like, you have to understand that Jesus is the light of the world. So
Mm-hmm.
that bright light that you see is him.
Right. Yeah.
Now, if he's not there, what do you think is going to be there? Darkness.
Right.
So you don't want to be in darkness. You want to be in the light.
Yes.
You want to be where there's peace, love, joy, happiness, and you want to be surrounded by God's love at all times. So
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing I do try to daily make sure that I'm surrounding myself with God's love and peace. All the time, it don't always happen because I'm human and I get
Right.
upset.
Right.
I get
Of course.
grouchy.
Of course.
I get grumpy.
Okay.
And I had on my green plaid shirt today, and I had the red shirt underneath. You probably saw it on the picture.
Yeah.
And one of my brothers in church was like, "Okay, I'm trying to figure out, are you going to be the Grinch or are you going to be Santa Claus?" And I said, "I can be both."
So be careful.
Sometimes I'm mean and grumpy like the Grinch, and a lot of times I'm happy and jolly like Santa.
There you go.
I said, so you get the best of both worlds. So I said, which one did you like to see? And we just laughed. We just laughed
my
about
God,
it.
that was good. I like that.
So I just want everybody to know that the true meaning of Christmas is not about the gifts.
No.
It's about Jesus Christ and his birth. And then it's about the love that we all share. Like I just want to, push that mostly love.
Mm-hmm.
Love.
Love,
Peace. And
peace
happiness.
and joy. Yes.
Yes. And those things are important. Material things are okay, but a person's time and love is invaluable, because once that person is gone, you no longer have that person there to be able to have that time with or to share those moments with. And like you were saying earlier,
Yeah, right.
that a lot of people go through depression and things of sort during the holidays. So you really want to reach out to everyone and just check in on them.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? I just wanted to say Merry Christmas. Or even if you don't say Merry Christmas, just say, hey, I just wanted to check in on you and say I love you.
Right.
I hope you're doing okay today.
Yeah.
If you need anything or you need someone to talk to, hit me back. If they don't answer at that time.
Right.
Yeah, hit me back. I'm here for you. Just those things. Those things matter the most.
It does, and you never know. You really never know. You may have a feeling that your friend or neighbor, they're going through something. You may know something of that sort, but you just never know what that phone call or those few words are going to mean, and how it can change a situation from a bad one to a good one. So really, if you know of somebody, or if you think somebody's going through a hard time this holiday season, like Cintale said, just reach out and say, hey, I was just thinking about you. Everything good? Do you want to get together, or can I do something? Or I'm here if you just want somebody to listen to you.
Right.
Right? Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I'm going to do the last two songs, and then before we do the last song, I just want to rally a little bit.
Okay.
All right, so the next song you get right here is Baby in the Manger from my EP, Lit Christmas. And like I said, it's about the birth of Christ. And, sorry, I just heard the ambulance going outside.
Oh, sorry.
It was really loud for a second,
Wow.
because I got the microphone on, so it was kind of like blaring in my ears. Thankfully, you guys can't hear it.
No.
But yeah, Baby in the Manger is about the birth of Christ. And then we'll go into JLB's song, Ordinary Night, from her EP.
Okay.
And I'll tell you all about that when we come back.
All right, and we'll be back.
A starry-filled sky with a bright star to lead the way. A chorus of angels singing praise. For in a little town of Bethlehem, there's a baby laying on the hay. Hey, could it be? Can it be? In many fields we travel so far to reach a place of wonder with a baby in a manger. And peacefully he lays, a baby in a manger. And Jesus is his name. Now that the King is born, what else can I bring but songs and hymns to bless his holy name? All the earth shall bow down to his authority, celestial power. It goes far beyond a gift to bring my heart I give to the King. What else could it be? Can it be? Many fields we travel so far to reach a place of wonder with a baby in a manger. Jesus Christ. Could it be? Can it be? In many fields we travel so far to reach a place of wonder with a baby in a manger. A baby in a manger. And Jesus is his name.
I've never seen you around here before. I've never seen anyone shine so bright. I wonder if you are someone's guiding light. I've been around here a long, long time, watching over all the tiny lights, but they've never noticed me like they notice you tonight. There must be something coming because you're just radiating joy. Maybe this isn't just an ordinary night. Tell me, what is it that burns within? What moves you and what's your intention? There's something rare about you, something uncommon. What do you see in this small town? Is there something I should know? Wherever you're going, I'll follow. I think there must be something coming because you're just radiating joy. Maybe this isn't just an ordinary night. Maybe this isn't just an ordinary night. Wherever you're leading, I'll follow. Through the desert and the mountains, into an ancient town, and through the crowded streets, past the inn where there's no vacancy, destination worth the journey. When expectant vision turns reality, we'll go down in history, wrapped up in revelation, rescue mission, the final victory, find fulfillment when I follow where you lead. Follow where you lead. I know that miracles still happen and everyone's ready to rejoice. Seems like this isn't just an ordinary night. I know a miracle has happened. Everyone's radiating joy. Maybe this baby is no ordinary boy. And this isn't just an ordinary night.
Such a beautiful song, Ordinary Night, JLD, and we are back with the Inspirational Gospel Hour with Cintale of Cintale Gospel Music. What a beautiful song,
Yes.
right?
Yes, JLD, of course, her voice is, like I said, it's so soothing. And it's that little EP, that Christmas EP, Ordinary Night, if you listen to it, like I said, put your headphones in, cut off your notifications so it don't bing, chime in while you're listening to it,
Right.
and just sit back on your couch and relax and listen to the soothing.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's very soothing, and
really
it's
is.
very Christmassy.
It is.
And Baby in a Manger
Yes,
my song.
absolutely.
I hope you guys really love that. I was just telling Deb, I said the last part was so difficult for me to do. It came out good, but it was so difficult because I'm singing so many harmonies and I'm singing like a parsecond behind the lead and I'm repeating the same exact line. So to be within the right timing and do the other harmonies underneath it, I had to pause. I had to turn the music off and pause some of the harmonies so they would not throw me off
Oh
because it
my
was,
gosh.
yeah. And
Amazing.
Mark Johnson always say, yes, and telling his 17-part harmony song. He said that on live. He said that on his TikTok live. I was laughing so hard. I was like 17-part harmony. Oh my God.
Oh, it's true though.
I said, yeah, a lot of times it is. It be a lot of harmonies because
Oh my
I'm a
gosh.
person, I love intricate, harmonies
You do,
and
and you do a great job with them. So there's that part.
I just love to be able to say, hey, listen to this part in there. I didn't even hear that. Like, yeah, it's, it's there. It's there.
Oh my
It's just
gosh.
layered. It's layered.
Wow.
And so, closing with this, with Lit Christmas EP, like I wanted to get away from the traditional sense of the regular Christmas songs that we hear every
Right.
year,
Right.
we wish you a Merry Christmas and all that stuff. And
Exactly.
I wanted to just go for a feeling of how I feel when I think about Christmas and how it resembles me in each of these songs. And that's why the first teaser I put out was saying not your ordinary Christmas.
Right. Right.
Everybody was like, "Oh, is that the name of the song?" I'm like, "No, that's a hint to let you know that the music is not going to be like the ordinary stuff that you hear." And I don't want anybody to ever look at me and be like, "Oh,
Yeah, you're not
no,
ordinary.
we already know. It's the same." Like, no, you're
No.
always going to be surprised,
Yes.
and
You
I'm always going to try my best to bring something
something
different and
new,
something
something
new.
different. You do. You do. Absolutely. We never know exactly what the next song is going to entail. That's the beauty of some of your beautiful music.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Feliz Navidad. I sang a little bit in Espanol.
Yes, you did. Good job.
And I rapped. I rapped again. Yeah. I don't know many rappers like that. So especially Spanish rappers. I wanted a Spanish rapper because I wanted him to, rap in Spanish,
You're right.
but I couldn't find anybody. So I was like, my
Ah.
mother was like, well, looks like you're gonna be rapping yourself. I said, pretty much. And I was like, I don't even know where to begin. And
Mm.
so
Yeah.
I just what I
Pulled it
okay,
off.
here's my craziness and madness with what I do because I don't speak Spanish fluently. So what I do is what I did for this was I recorded myself singing a bunch of gibberish Spanish. And then I went back and made words to fit the way the sounds were going.
I can't.
That's what I did, and I go in there and I can give you an example because like when it gets to the part and I was like, I said, yeah, yeah. No, but I said, no, but I see. I'm just doing that and I'm just saying like some of it's Spanish and some of it's gibberish.
I
So
can't believe
and then I went back and listened. I matched up English words that would fit that part and that boom. That's the madness behind it that
Oh
you don't
my.
get to see. My mother, on the other hand, saw me in here talking about something. Oh, she's like, you are not. She's like, what is that? I said, oh, it's my Spanish. I'm trying to like
Oh
trying to
my.
write a rap. Oh my
Oh, I
goodness.
like that. That.
Yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But
I
yeah,
love it. Oh my gosh. Yep.
and off this, to end off this, the last song is no regular Christmas song because my album was no regular Christmas song.
No. No.
Enjoyed this, and I hope that everyone has gotten something from it. spiritually, emotionally, and mentally makes you think about, the holidays and what it really means.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This was another great conversation. It is the Christmas season. Not everybody stops to think what it really means, and it was nice to sit down and talk about what Christmas is really all about, and it is the season of being together and family time, and
Yes.
sharing, sharing our time with each other, and telling stories. And, Cintale's going to be telling you a story of Feliz Navidad for many a Christmas, but that's part of it. I mean, and I, like you, my dad had a large family, and Christmas was like your Christmas. We all went to my aunt's house. The kids sat on the floor. We pulled tables together, and everybody, brought something, and the gifts under the tree, and we would be sitting on that, like you said, sitting on the floor, inching our way closer to that tree.
Right.
It's like something's under there. Yeah, but it was fun, and I think we miss that part, with our busy lives. So thank you for bringing that to us tonight, and I wish you and your mom a wonderful Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everybody on your side of the town.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to everyone that's listening, and everyone who else is going to hear it later on the podcast series.
Yes.
Merry Christmas, everyone, and be blessed, and just like I said, Jesus is the reason for the season, and that is what's going to get us through. Love and just the joy and just all that is just enjoy it all.
Absolutely.
Just enjoy everything. And one other thing about you said sitting on the floor and things of that sort, and it's just like my grandmother, she was a woman who she bought so many gifts. And I mean, even if she did not know you and you came to the house, there was always an extra gift on the tree for just in case someone came that she did not know that she could give a gift to.
See? Oh my gosh. Wow.
It was always like that. And I'm like, we were like, Mama, they're not a part of the family. She was like, I don't care. Get that gift right there. Wow. That one without the name on it, give it to them.
Aw, see that?
So, yeah.
That's what it's all about, because there you go. Your grandmother was always thinking of other people and who she could bring peace, love, and joy to.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
I enjoyed this. Thank you so much for having me. And
oh, no. Thank you. I enjoy this, and this was a special one. So, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Deck your halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. Deck your halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. If you thought this was a regular Christmas song, then you thought wrong. If you thought this was a regular Christmas song, then you thought wrong. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Everybody's coming to the party, la 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 la. They sing a different tune when we say some grace and we about to eat some good food. Everyone is together, happiness is the mood. It's the mood when we all eat. So we deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. If you thought this was a regular Christmas song, then you thought wrong. If you thought this was a regular Christmas song, then you thought wrong. Pass me my gifts, but don't let the music skip. I'm about to grab some dip, cause this Christmas is lit. Pass me my gifts, but don't let the music skip. I'm about to grab some dip, cause this Christmas is lit. You may resume back to your regular activities and deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. Deck the